Executive assistant, virtual assistant, operations assistant. These titles are often used as though they mean the same thing, but the actual work can feel very different. One role may focus on supporting executive closely. Another may involve completing specific tasks for one or several clients. And another may focus on supporting a team or business run smoothly. So, before you start applying, let's compare the three and figure out which one fit you best. You have to understand that job titles aren't always consistent. One company may call someone a virtual assistant, but they are actually looking for high-level executive support. Another company may post an executive assistant role, but the role is mostly basic admin work. The title gives you a clue, but the responsibilities in the job description tells you what the real job is. So I highly suggest that when you are applying for a job, for an EA role, look at the job description and read it from top to bottom. Look at the type of work, level of responsibility, and daily working style. So, what does a virtual assistant usually do? A VA usually supports a business or a client through a defined set of remote tasks. This can include email, scheduling, customer support, data entry, research, social media, lead generation. The list can go on. In other words, when you're a virtual assistant, your responsibility can vary from different departments. For example, a VA can manage messages from an online store. Another may schedule social media posts and update a content calendar. A VA role doesn't automatically mean beginner or low-skill work. Some VA specializes in areas such as marketing, bookkeeping, automation, or project support. So if you enjoy variety in your role, you prefer clear tasks, you want exposure to different industries by working with multiple clients at the same time, this role may fit you best. A VA role can be a good training point if you want to build remote work experience across different types of tasks. Now let's compare it with an executive assistant role, specifically a remote EA work. An EA usually works more closely with an executive or a small leadership team. The task may include inbox management, calendar management, travel arrangement, research, expense tracking, follow-ups, communication across team, communication with clients and team members. But the bigger difference is context. When you are an EA, you need to understand what your executive is trying to accomplish. Which relationship matters? Which meetings are priorities? Which problem needs escalation? What information the executive needs before making a decision? Which task can be handled without involving the executive? Because the EA has access to the executive's inbox and calendar, they usually have high-level bird's-eye view of everything that's going on in the company. So this role usually requires strong discretion and good judgment, because the EA often works with vague or incomplete information. So practically, you have to solve the puzzle by using all the information and resources at your disposal. This relationship becomes highly valuable and highly trusted over time. An EA isn't just an order taker and someone who just completes tasks. You are the executive's accountability partner. You need to help them move things forward, bring things to completion, do the preliminary work so they can make decisions faster. Now, let's talk about what an operations assistant do. An operations assistant usually supports the business or the team to run smoothly. Instead of focusing mainly on one executive, the role may involve processes, systems, people, reports, documentation, and follow-up across several people. Some of their possible responsibilities are creating or updating SOPs, auditing processes and creating automation, and helping identify where work is getting stuck. For example, let's look at the client onboarding process. Their responsibility is to look at each step from signing contract, invoicing, welcome email, kickoff call, access request, internal handoff, and they need to pinpoint where the bottleneck is, what can be automated, and which process can be more efficient. They need to track each step and make sure nothing is missed. If you are the kind of person who likes systems, you notice repeated problems, you enjoy coordinating across functional teams, and you're comfortable looking at the whole process and making it more efficient, then this role is for you. Operations assistant may have less direct access to the executive compared to the EA. Strong operations assistants often grow into coordinator, project management, project manager, or operations management roles. If you're a person who naturally notices where a process is breaking down, operations may be a better fit for you. One simple way to compare these roles, look at where your attention goes. A virtual assistant often focuses on assigned tasks. An executive assistant focuses on the executive and their priorities. An operations assistant focuses on the business processes and the team. If you're still unsure, think about the kind of work you enjoy. A VA role may fit if you like variety, clear deliverables, and working across different types of tasks and clients. An EA role may fit if you enjoy working close working relationships, changing priorities, confidential work, and understanding how one person thinks. An operations assistant role may fit if you like processes, systems, and coordinating across functional teams. Your previous experience may also give you a clue. BPO and customer service experience may transfer into a VA or EA work because of the communication and documentation. Hospitality can be useful in EA work because you are trained to notice details and anticipate needs. Project coordination may transfer naturally to operations coordination. Admin experience could support any of the three. These aren't strict rules. People move between these roles all the time, and you're not choosing your career forever. You're choosing the best next step based on the skills you have and the kind of responsibility you want. So before you submit your application, read the full job description. A title can be misleading. A role called executive assistant may include social media, may include customer support, sales follow-up, or bookkeeping. That may still be a valid role, but you should know that it's a broad support role. A role called virtual assistant may include executive calendar ownership, meeting preparation, leadership team coordination, and confidential communication. That may function more like an EA role. Look at who you'll support. What will take up most of your week? How much decision making does the role include? And whether you're supporting one person, several clients, or wider team. The title gives you a clue. The responsibilities tell you what the real job is. Choose the role that matches your current strengths, the way you like to work, and the kind of responsibility you want to grow into. So which one sounds closest to you right now? An EA, a VA, or an operations assistant? Put it in the comments, along with the experience you're coming from. I'll see you in the next one.